two of the most powerful signal methods inside the OnexGain system, Trade Beacon and Gain Tracker. Now, inside OnexGain, we have 12 different signal indicators, but you don't need to master all 12 to trade effectively. If you properly understand just these two methods, you can already make strong, high probability decisions with confidence. So in this session, I'll walk you through how each one works, how to read the confirmations, and when exactly you should look for entries based on their signals. Let's start with Trade Beacon. Think of Trade Beacon as your main decision assistant. It doesn't just throw random buy or sell calls at you. It waits until multiple time frames line up together and only then gives you a clear, high-quality signal. When you open Trade Beacon, you will see percentage-based confirmations broken down into 4-hour confirmation, 1-hour confirmation, 15-minute confirmation, overall confirmation. Each of these shows how strongly the market structure, trend, and conditions agree in that direction. What we are really interested in is confluence, when different time frames are saying the same story. Here is the key rule for Trade Beacon. When all the confirmations come together and the overall confirmation reaches above 90%, and when the status switches from standby to ready, that is the moment you are allowed to look for your entry. Standby means the conditions are building, but not strong enough yet. Ready means conditions are aligned, probabilities are high, and the system is confident. At that ready moment, when overall is above 90%, you have a filtered, high probability signal instead of a guess. And the advantage with Trade Beacon is transparency. After the signal is generated, you can always go to the signal history and clearly see where the entry signal was printed. So there is no confusion, no after the fact adjustments. You see the exact point where the system told you, now is your entry zone. So, to summarize Trade Beacon in simple spoken terms, you are not trading every small move. You wait until the 4H, 1H, and 15-minute confirmations align. You focus on setups where overall confirmation is above 90%. You only act when the status changes from standby to ready. You can always verify that signal inside the history section. That's how Trade Beacon helps you filter noise and focus only on strong setups. Now let's move to the second method, Gain Tracker. Gain Tracker is also very simple, but very smart. It is built to visually show you when the market conditions are becoming mature enough to consider a long entry with strong confirmation. Again, you are working with a confirmation bar. As the conditions become stronger, this bar fills up. What we are interested in here is when the bar reaches around 90% and when the confirmation count reaches about 18 or 19 confirmations, with the overall also around that 90% zone. When those conditions are met, Gain Tracker will print a long entry signal in green or cola pata inside the signal history. So what does that mean for you? In practical trading terms, it means you are not entering randomly. You are not buying just because the price moved a little bit up. You are entering only after the system has checked multiple internal conditions and has reached a strong level of agreement. When you see that long signal appear in green in the history, it is telling you, based on a high level of confirmation, this is a favorable area to look for a long position. Just like with Trade Beacon, Gain Tracker is rule-based and repeatable. You watch the confirmation bar. You wait until it's roughly 90% filled. You look for 18 to 19 confirmations. You check that the overall is around 90%. Once these align, the long entry signal appears in green in the history. From there, you can refine your exact entry with your usual risk management. Choose your lot size wisely, set a proper stop loss, and target realistic levels based on your strategy. Now, let's connect both methods together so you can use them with confidence. You can think of Trade Beacon as your multi-time frame confirmation engine and Gain Tracker as your precision trigger for long entries. A disciplined trader using OnexGain will do something like this. First, check Trade Beacon. Are the 4-hour, 1-hour, and 15-minute confirmations strong? Is the overall above 90%? Has the status switched to ready? If yes, that tells you the market environment is supportive. Then check Gain Tracker. Is the confirmation bar close to 90%? Do you see 18 to 19 confirmations? Has a green long signal appeared in signal history? If yes, that tells you now you have a technically supported entry point. By using both together, you are stacking probabilities in your favor. You are trading with structure, not emotion. You are waiting for conditions where the system agrees instead of forcing trades when the market is unclear. 1